everybody, welcome back. In this video we're going to learn our easy addition facts first. These are the facts with zeros, like this one, and ones, like this one, and twos, like this one, and nines, like this one. To learn these easy ones, all you have to think about is a few simple rules. So let's get started. So let's start with the problems that have a zero in them. It's easy when zero is added to a number. Since nothing is being added to the number stays the same. So 4 plus 0, you're not adding anything to the 4, so it stays a 4. You're not adding anything to the 6, so it still stays a 6. And you're not adding anything to the 9, so it still stays a 9. It's easy, right? And when I get something like this, 0 plus 4, I always think about it as 4 plus 0. Because order doesn't matter and I can put the 4 first. So 0 plus 4 is the same as 4 plus 0, which is 4. Okay, to summarize, when a 0 is added to a number, the number stays the same. It doesn't change. Okay, now let's move on to the problems that have a 1 in them. It's easy when a 1 is added to a number. In these problems, a 1 is being added. So what you say is, here we have 3 plus 1, so you start with a 3. So what's 1 more than 3? What comes after 3? 4, right? 3, 4. And that's the answer. 3 plus 1 is 4. Okay, the next problem is 6 plus 1. So you start with a 6. What comes after 6? What's 1 more than 6? 7, right? That's the answer. So 1 more than 9 is 10. And that's the answer. Don't forget, if you get something like this, 1 plus 6, I always put the big number first like this. I think of it as 6 plus 1. 1 plus 6 is the same as 6 plus 1. The answer is going to be the same, which is going to be 1 more than 6, which is 7. So remember this, when a 1 is added to a number, you count up one number, and that's the next number. Okay, let's look at problems with a 2 in them. It's easy when a 2 is added to a number. So here we have 4 plus 2. So we're going to start with the 4, and it means 4 plus 2 more, right? And we're going to count up two numbers. So you start with the 4. 1 more than 4 is 5. Then 2 more than 4 would be, what comes after 5? 6, right? 4 to 5 to 6. And 6 is your answer. Okay, let's start with a 7. What's 2 more than 7? You start with a 7, 8, 9. So 9 is the answer. And remember, if you have a problem like 2 plus 9, we can write it as 9 plus 2, which means that you start with the 9 and then you go 10, 11. And 11 is your answer. So when a 2 is added to a number, count up two numbers. Okay, let's move on now. We're going to get to our final set of problems here, where we're going to add a number to a 9. You're going to see that it's pretty easy to do that. Okay, here are all the possibilities of adding a number to a 9. And let's take a look at the answers. Okay, these are the answers. Do you see a pattern? For example, when a 7 is added to a 9, you get a 6 with a 1 in front of it. When an 8 is added to a 9, you get a 7 with a 1 in front of it. I think you can see the pattern. It's this. You count down one number and you put a 1 in front of it. 8 to 7 and put a 1 in front of it. And that's how it works. Okay, take a look at these. Okay, 9 plus 7. You count down one number from a 7 to a 6 and you put a 1 in front of it. We have 9 plus 3, so you take the 3. And you count down to the number just before the 3, which is a 2, and you put a 1 in front of it. Take the 2, you count down one number before the 2, then you put a 1 in front of it. 8 becomes a 7, put a 1 in front of it. And so on and so on. Here we have 9 plus 1. Count down to the number before the 1, which is it's a 0. And you put a 1 in front of it. But you know that 9 plus 1 is 10 because you just count up one number. Well, here we have 3 plus 9. You know what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to make it into a 9 plus 3. What comes before the 3? A 2. So you put a 1 in front of it, and the answer is 12. And that's how you do it. So to summarize, to add a number to a 9, count down one number and put a 1 in front of it. Okay, that's about it for the easy ones. Let me send you out with some summary notes, and remember, you can stop the video and copy them down. In the next video, we're going to talk about the harder ones, the harder addition facts that you're going to have to commit to your memory. So we'll see you then, and it'll be well worth it. Take care, everybody.